Did it stop snowing? Oh, I guess it did.
So it's the middle of season 4 of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and since we're at that midway point, I figured I'd do a video about the season so far. I'm going to talk about my thoughts on the past 10 episodes. If you want to see my thoughts on the premiere and Castlemania, you can see my sort of first impressions video that I uploaded when I first made this channel. So I can put an annotation here, I guess, and you can click it. So if you want to see my thoughts on the first 3, click that. But this video is going to be about the past 10 episodes. And just a fair warning, this is probably going to be spoiler territory because I'm going to talk about things that happen in the episode. So if you haven't seen the episodes yet, watch them and then watch this. So the first episode of my list is Daring Don't. And I really don't like this episode. This was this season's ne'er-do-well. It was just bad. And it's mainly because of one thing. It's because A.K. Yearling, the author of the Daring Do books, is actually Daring Do. So that means all of the events that have happened in the books have actually happened, and like nobody has actually like heard of all of this. So like this is a dumb idea. Why did they write this? It doesn't make any sense. It's just a really dumb idea, and I just really don't like the episode for that. And also, it just wasn't as funny. So yeah, I'd go ahead and say this is probably the worst episode of Season 4. The next episode, however, is probably one of the best, that being Flight to the Finish, where it's talking about Scootaloo and how she's not able to fly. And I'm really glad they explored that, because we were wondering for a very long time whether they were going to explore that aspect of Scootaloo. This episode also has a song in it, which is pretty good. I've heard some very good covers and remixes of it. And the lesson is pretty good, even though we've sort of seen the lesson in previous CMC episodes. But, you know, still, this is one of the better ones. The next episode is Power Ponies, which I really enjoyed. And once this episode started where they got sucked into the comic book, I said, this is what should have happened in Daring Don't. Because the Daring Don't universe seems so much different than the Pony universe. So the Power Ponies universe is even more different. So it made sense that they would be sucked into a comic for all this to happen. And I love all the nods they had to different superheroes and everything in the episode. It was just overall very enjoyable. The next episode is Bats, which is focuses around Fluttershy and a little bit of Applejack, where, you know, there's these bats infesting Applejack's orchard. And Fluttershy is trying to say that these bats aren't all bad. This episode also has a song, which is pretty okay. I've heard some pretty good remixes of it. But the one thing that bothers me about this episode is when Twilight joins in on the singing about the bats. It's like, Twilight, you should know better. Actually, in a lot of episodes this season, Twilight should know better. She's a princess now. I mean, what is she doing? I did like Fluttershy as a bat. The design was pretty cool. But I have seen a lot of people saying that the fact that they have a pony signal is like takes them out of the episode for some reason. I don't really see it. I mean, I guess there's the parallel between the bat signal, but you know, I mean, I think they've had flashlights in the show before. I mean, I don't know. The next one is Rarity Takes Manhattan. I mean, Manhattan. This episode also has a song, but I don't remember it that well. I saw the episode twice, but I guess I just don't remember that song well. Also, the plot of this episode was very strange to me because I had just saw a Littlest Pet Shop episode that had like the same exact plot. Like even the same characters. Like Blythe was nervous about meeting this character that is very similar to the character that Rarity was going to go meet. It was just very weird. It was like the same exact character. The episode for me was pretty good though. I enjoyed it. Next is Pinky Apple Pie, which I think at the time was the funniest episode in season 4. Until it gets into later episodes, but still, it's very funny, and I love everything that Pinky does in the episode, and I especially love it when she just pans up into places, and when she does that smile where she's doing, I just really like that episode, and the song is really good too. Next is Rainbow Falls, where Rainbow is trying to for the Olympics. I mean, not the Olympics, the Equestrian Games, and she has Fluttershy and Snowflake, who is now known as Bulk Biceps, on her team for the relay. But she has a dilemma where she wants to play for Ponyville, but also play for Cloudsdale, who has the Wonder Balls on their team, and Soren has like broken her wing, not her wing, his wing, and he can't really fly that well. So she tries out for Cloudsdale and Ponyville, though she doesn't try out for both. She tries out just for Ponyville, but she has a dilemma of like which one she wanted to go for. This episode also introduced Derpy again, um, which I actually had a more prominent role in this episode, other than just a background pony. But she didn't talk, and I think that was probably a smart move by the by the creators that they didn't have Derpy talk in this episode, so she could appear later in later episodes. It was pretty good overall. Then next is Three's a Crowd, which actually has Discord back, and he's trying to get Cadence and Twilight to take care of him because he's sick. This actually has a song that Discord sings in it, and I've heard a lot of people that it sort of takes them out of the fantasy realm because of Discord doing all these references and everything. And actually, I don't really mind it that much, mainly because it's Discord, and I don't really mind with him. The overall episode, though, is pretty average to me. I mean, I don't think it's a bad episode, I just think it's kind of average. Then next is actually my favorite episode of Season 4 so far, and that's Pinkie Pride, the one with Weird Al in it. And this one was actually a musical, like Magical Mystery Cure, but unlike Magical Mystery Cure, where people were kind of about it, I liked it. But for Pinkie Pride, everybody seemed to like this one, and I think they made a right decision where they made a musical episode about Pinkie, because, you know, she's the one who sings all the time. It's probably one of my favorite episodes of the show overall, and it just kept me smiling the entire time. I think it's a lot better than one of the Pinkie-centric episodes, A Friend Indeed. I think this one is, like, much, much better than something like that, even though that had the Smile song. I think this one had a much better lesson. Then lastly, the latest episode was Simple Ways, and this is about a love triangle between Rarity, Applejack, and this rider pony. I can't remember his name. I've already forgotten it. But it's about how Rarity is infatuated with the rider pony. Applejack is the rider pony is infatuated with Applejack. So there's like a lot of misunderstandings. Well, not really misunderstandings. They're just Rarity just gets really jealous, and I'm really surprised at some people who like this episode. I thought they were gonna hate it. Overall, I felt it was kind of average for me though. The one thing that I really did like about this episode though is how Spike looks at the camera when Rarity is complaining to him about how, oh, Spike, you can't know what it's like to be infatuated with some pony else who's infatuated with another pony. And he just looks at the camera like, really? But mostly this episode was just kind of average for me. So those are my thoughts on all of the episodes of Season 4 so far. For the next time I'm going to do this, I'm probably going to do it for the next 11 episodes, if the finale is 2 parts. And then I'll do a separate video for the finale. So I know this wasn't quite as, elaborate as my previous reviews, but, if you enjoyed it, thanks. I need all the support I can get for this vlog channel that I'm trying to grow. Next week I'll have a video about love, since Valentine's is tomorrow, but I'll have it out on Tuesday, even though it's not going to be Valentine's. But it is about love, and it is a review of a movie. So look forward to that. See ya.